At a certain point on a spiritual journey or self-realization, kind of the same thing, there's whatever you thought you knew about yourself, from what you value, from who you think you are, personality-wise, from your social obligations. All these concepts you start to see the permeability of them, how they might not totally apply, or they might just be made up. And this is very discomforting. This illusion of who you always thought you are or were could be an illusion. It's see-through. It's not as concrete as maybe you would like to believe, or you have believed in the past. And this is the point. It feels kind of limbo, where you're thrown into this vast void of what is true, what even exists. If how you view the world is not how the world is, then what is real, what is true, who are you? And this is extremely, the word comes in my head, discombobulating. It's very scary. At this point, a lot of people may stop or double down in their identity. This is a crucial point, I believe, in your spiritual path, and it's important to experience it fully. Like this is important to this breaking down of the illusion. It's important to realize that it's totally normal and natural. A part of every spiritual journey is the disillusionment of what you think is real. But it's also important to acknowledge it's temporary, and it could last a long time, or it could last a little time. None of these stages have set time frames. It's just something you need to acknowledge and sit with, literally and figuratively, in your mind. Contemplate what's going on. Contemplate these concepts that you hold so close to you into your identity, and how they may be disappearing, and witness it disappearing. And it's not instant, or it could be instant. There's people with instant enlightenment, or whatever that means, and that could happen to you, or it could be a long journey. Most likely, these concepts are going to take time to dissolve away. It's not going to be an easy process. This is a crucial tipping point. There's people that get far off on the left side, and I'm not talking about politics, but spirituality, where they start believing everything. They start believing what they've heard somewhere before, but it's shaping their own concept of what spirituality is. It's important to find what's true for you. And what's true for you is not something necessarily that you've heard in the past. Use philosophy as a way to break down other philosophies and concepts. Have that framework of no framework. And that's the only way to find out what truly is true for you and your path. Religion is great. The concept of spirituality is great, but it's not a means. It's just it's a process, and every process is individual and unique. You have to find what's true for you, what resonates with you, and that comes from meditation, it comes from contemplation, it comes from just experiencing life without these concepts and these illusions and this framework that you've grown up with. It's looking at it from this, I would say, point of view, but the point of view of no attachments to any concepts, the point of view of this new self. very confusing time, and it's a time I'm going through right now. The things I thought were true, the things I thought were important are no longer important. Let's take money, for example. You could give me all the money in the world right now, and I would be happy. I'm not saying I wouldn't be happy, but it would be very temporary, and it wouldn't be as extreme as it would have been in the past. In the past, it'd be life-changing. It would define my concept of who I am. But now I see there's deeper things than money. Money is just an exchange of energy to maybe have these experiences, and I'd be excited for the experiences of the future and to be able to provide my family with more expressions of my love, but in the material form, but it wouldn't define my self-concept at all. And I can say that authentically right now, but I'm still on my journey, as we all are. I will talk more about this, things like money and how I believe a healthy way to view it would be in a future video. But for right now, if you're going through a lot of stuff, you can even say it's traumatic. It's shaking you up inside. That's to be expected. Any good medicine is bitter. Just know it is temporary. You will heal. And if you go to touch on what I was saying earlier, some people fall off to the left and they start believing any ideal. If you stick through it and don't latch on and attach to any one concept, you will find what's true for you. You just have to stick through it. Any questions, please email me. I have my email in the description of my channel, or leave a comment. I love you guys. See you next video.